Hi there guys, James here from the Mad Tin Hatter blog. Yesterday when I was doing my various World War II Allied armies, when I was videoing them, I had done a video of my 10mm American Civil War force, but unfortunately it was getting a bit dark, so the lighting is not good enough in the videos to show you, so I thought I would try again. So the club I go to, the Old Guard War Games Club, decided we're going to do a club project to present some games at some of the local shows. So in the end, after a lot of discussion, we decided to go for Regimental Fire and Fury using 10mm Pendraken figures. So that's basically what I've got here, is my 10mm Pendraken American Civil War army. I'll just try and get these in a way that you can see them without putting shadow on them. So you can see from the infantry units that they're all based on small bases with either 3 or 4 figures on, just the way the number of models I had worked out. As it turns out, mixing 3 and 4 figures per base doesn't really seem to make that much of a difference. You still get a nice mass on the table. I've also used some casualty figures to bulk out the ranks, which made the figures I got go a bit further. And as you can see, I have got some kind of larger size units at the back and then some smaller 5 stand units at the front, and that was because at one point we weren't sure if we were going to be playing not Hail Caesar, the other one. Anyway, we thought we were going to be playing that kind of style of game, but in the end we went for Regimental Fire and Fury, so the same number of stands works fine. I can just rejig them into whatever sized units that I need them to be. At the back there we have my ammunition wagon, and I also have a heavy casualty marker. I'd actually done 4 of these casualty markers thinking that you needed 1 per unit, but as it turns out you only need 1 for your army, so the chaps at the club, some of them inherited 1 each. Over here I've got my gun battery, really nice little models. I really think they're quite sweet. So I've got 2 batteries there, but again I've got some spares that I need to make into casualty markers for these wrecked guns and out of ammo guns and stuff. At the front I have got my Brigadier. Now I've actually done him on too many figures on the base for Regimental Fire and Fury. It should be a bit smaller, but I thought he would have kind of command staff and stuff. So he's got the South Carolinian flag, as the troops I'm doing are South Carolinians for some reason. Well, I know what reason. It's a friend's family history involves them. So I've got a single gallant colonel, or colonel officer, I can't remember what they're called in the game rules, but basically just an extra special commander that you attach to units. And then over here I have my dismounted cavalry with the horse holders, and then a cavalry unit at the back. So for these I've still got some disordered counters to do, which will be little casualties on single bases, possibly some markers for the artillery, and just a few other bits and bobs. If I can swap some figures out to get some more brave colonels or whatever they are, then I'll do that as well. So yeah, that's my 10mm ACW collection from Pendraken, and this is one of the things that really took up some of my time this year, took it away from painting World War II stuff. But my part of the group project is done. Just a few little bits, limbers, I've still got the limbers to do for the guns as well, but once all of that's done I'm totally finished, and we're playing at the Stockton War Games show at the end of November, so if you're in the area, pop in and say hi.